What in the world is going on with Legend ZA? So I made a video a few months ago about how I wasn't excited for Pokemon Legend ZA. I hated on the game and the starter trio a lot. But as of recently, my opinion has completely shifted. I've thought more about the game over the past few months and watched the trailers a few more times. I've gotta say, I don't know what I was on in that last video because this looks great. First, I want to talk about the things that I went over in my last video. The starter Pokemon was a big point in my last vid. I didn't like the three options and I felt like they weren't popular. I like Tepig though, I just didn't like the idea of having a starter trio where you don't at least have one or two super popular Pokemon. Looking back on it, it don't really matter because I'm finna ditch my starter and get a Lucario. Another thing I was worried about is the quality of the gameplay. Yeah, this game's been in development for longer than I expected. Quality most likely won't be an issue. The Pokemon Company usually works on shorter deadlines and still produces games that are somewhat playable. So now that they actually have a longer deadline, I think this game will be really good compared to the rest of them. Maybe not the best game, but really a step up. Also, this is going to be the first Pokemon game on the Switch too. So it kind of has to be good. Let's move on to the things I'm excited for. Probably the biggest thing I'm excited for is this new battle system. This looks so fun. It looks more like what happens in the anime and it's probably how battles work canonically. Or at least it's much closer. I love the turn-based combat system, but Legends games experiment with stuff and I love it. I've also made a few theories about this game because of how excited I am for it. I won't go over them in this video, but if y'all want that, just let me know. I can make a few theory videos every now and again. Next, I'm excited for the ZA Royale. This kind of ties into the new battle system since it's probably the way you're going to be using most of the battle system. But you get to jump trainers now? This looks so peak. Me and Lucario are going on a rampage. Everything about the ZA Royale looks very promising. I like the system too. It looks like if you win enough trainer battles, you get a little promotion match to rank up. So a lot of my concerns from the last video are gone, but that doesn't mean all of them are gone. I'm still very concerned about a certain starter trio. The Kalos starter trio is so good, and it would hurt my soul if one thing doesn't happen. And I'll admit, it probably won't happen. I need them to bring back Ash Greninja. And I also need them to give the other two Kalos starters their own Battle Bond forms. Yes, I do understand that they're probably getting Megas, but Battle Bond clears Megas all 8 days of the week. This is more of a wish, but I think it would be cool if I could rock with my Battle Bond Delphox and a Mega Lucario, and I even have an idea for how the mechanics would work. The mechanics could work in the same way that they do for Megas in this game. There's a little meter at the bottom of the screen that fills up when you're fighting Pokemon. This is the Mega Meter, at least that's what I'm calling it. And when it fills up, you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon. And this meter fills up even if the Pokemon that you're using cannot Mega Evolve. So like I said, once this meter is full, you can Mega Evolve. But what if, while every other Pokemon, even the ones that cannot Mega Evolve, they charge your Mega Arena? But what if there's a separate bar for once your Battle Bond able Pokemon switches in? This meter would charge a lot quicker and it only work for one of the three starters from the Kalos trio. I'd call this the Battle Bond meter. Obviously, it needs to charge up quicker since you don't get to use multiple Pokemon to charge it up. Or they could just implement Battle Bond in the same way that it was in the game before, where you just have to defeat one trainer's Pokemon and then all of a sudden you got Battle Bond. I don't think that would be intuitive though. Now, like I said, I don't think Battle Bond is actually going to return, but if it did, I would be so happy. Even if it doesn't, this game looks so fun, and I think I was completely wrong about the last video I made. And it looks like a lot of people agreed with me. Anyway, I got one more thing to say before I end this video. Go check out my TikTok. I post a lot of Pokemon related content on there, and you'll be the first to see my edits that are later uploaded on YouTube. And you'll also get access to extra content such as theories and hot takes. I also have a series going on my TikTok where I play through the entirety of Pokemon Red with my Charmander into Charmeleon and Charizard. Make sure to go check that out. And that's the end of the video. Be sure to like, sub, comment your thoughts about this game, and I'll see you next time.